Oh, don't worry, Panda. We all love you and we want your AI to be better and better. So let me just use Marco Polo if it works. So yeah, first different. Oh, that's a lot of houses. I haven't seen that before or noticed. Anyway, one of the first thing we can notice already is the fact that Night Panda is using his sheep to scout, which hasn't happened in the Duke of Arabia, I think. And compared to Zebba, we can see for now only scout moving,
Yes.
but he's doing a good job anyway. So yeah, SkyPanda, could you tell us a little bit about the new features you implemented in SkyPanda? Because as far as I remember, you mentioned that you are in the middle of a project, I'd say, and that this is going to be something modular. Is that right?
So the idea is to create a community AI that everyone would be able to work on together. Um, I worked on a few modules for this like a half a year ago, um, but then I had to start working full time, and I haven't really had time to look at it since. But the idea is um, to have a template that makes it very intuitive and easy for people to write scripts for the same AI, even though that might be tricky for other reasons. Normally, like people having different scripting styles and stuff. Yeah, I won't go into too much detail about how exactly the scripts are set up, but basically it's all meant to be very flexible and very easy to read and very effective as well.
That sounds great. Would new scripters be able to use it efficiently? Would they understand it?
Uh, Probably not new scripters. No, it's probably meant more for the advanced scripters. However, I would say that the nature of the code I have written so far is made in a way which would be a uh, nice way of learning UC commands, for instance, and just learning advanced scripting in general, because it's pretty well organized. It's meant to be easy to read and understand it, basically. So
Sounds great, I
yeah,
would say.
so not so much new scripters, but like intermediate scripters who want to get more into advanced scripting and DUC. For those, it could probably be something nice to learn from.
That's cool. And let me pause it a little bit over there because I'm not sure if you have seen, but Zebba is the first AI we have in the tournament that uses town center to kill the boar, or in this case, the elephant. I think I have seen only two other AIs doing this, and I'm not sure, but one of them might be an immortal, and the other one was my AI.
Hmm.
But I'm currently not using this because I'm using Gauss, so I don't really need to. But yeah,
Sure.
this is a really, really nice feature that is used by many, many pro players, and I think we're going to see it once again. It feels so good when it works.
If it works, and I can only see now 3 villages in the town center. I hope it works.
It worked. You're safe with this game.
Oh, great. Okay, nice. I've seen it
Uh,
fail a couple of times, so yeah.
this is one of the things that will tend to fail if you run the game at very very fast speeds on the new patch,
Yeah.
Okay.
because
So,
the like the reaction time will be too slow, and then it might accidentally kill the boar.
So you mean the reaction time between the volleys, like
Uh,
the shooting?
Between the times that the AI script is being read, so
Mm-hmm.
it it might take too long for the AI to actually register that it has to eject the vills from the TC, so it might accidentally kill the boar.
Oh, okay, I see. That's a weakness then.
Yeah. The same thing happens with the mortal, though. It's not your AI only.
Yeah.
It happened to my AI as well, so don't worry about this.
Yeah.
We have seen another feature of SkyPanda, which is deer luring. I think he got all of them killed, so that's nice. Another way to get a free food while just saving on scouting. And looks like Zebba is going for double archery range, which can be really, really strong. But SkyPanda is actually this difference in time might mean a lot. And I'm not going to spoil what is the strat of SkyPanda, so let's just wait. Oh,
Yeah.
looks like
I can't.
ST made the same feature of the boar killing, but he made it in a safer way, so he shoots just one volley of arrows. Also, big plus for perfect farm placement. That's always something that makes me happy.
Sure, yeah.
And looks like Panda is getting a defense tower on his gold. Is this always gold?
If it is it always placed in the tower on the gold? Are you
Yes.
asking?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's placed in the tower where it judges it is like the best place to defend, basically.
Okay.
So,
But always
so this will
forward, right?
depend on the most forward resource
Okay.
usually.
Okay. That's nice. And this tower might help you a lot against these archers, I guess. Looks like they are going after the scout, though.
Yeah. Strange pathing there. Sure, what's happening there?
As far as I remember, SkyPanda's scouting is really good, and as a result, you have such a score difference right now.
Yeah, that's probably a lot due to scouting.
Let's see how much damage this tower can do. This guy is almost dead. Already dead, actually.
Oh, the archer's not retreating.
Maybe not.
It is.
Okay, so now you can see what SkyPanda is all about. And I really like it. Because this unit is so underused. I'm so happy that they added Gambesons to the game, so people can consider using more militia. The one thing they lack is the fact that until Castle Age, they're simply slower than archery range units. So yeah, something like this can happen.
Yeah. So I didn't uh, I didn't get to say this before, but SkyPanda is basically just the same AI as the Panda tutorial AI, just with the Skynet scouting and building modules added. So the same strategy is also used by the Panda tutorial AI. And it relies on the fact that Malians get the Civ bonus to give more Pierce armor to the militia line. Meaning
Yeah,
it
sure.
doesn't really have a hard counter for most civilizations until the Imperial Age.
That's actually a really cool thing because what actually enemy can do if you have super tanky man-at-arms, right? Or militia line. He would have to go for gunpowder units, I guess? But okay, it doesn't really help much. They still charge you with numbers of 20, 30, right?
Yeah, that's rough,
Yep.
yeah.
And you can't really micro mangonels this well, can you?
I don't think mangonels is the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean I do know what the weaknesses are, but I think I will prefer not to speak too loudly about those.
I'm a total beginner in terms of ranked play of Age of Empires 2, so I guess I don't really have much to say here. So take everything I talk about strategies, countering, etc. with a grain of salt, a big grain of salt, because I'm not the one who should listen to. So right now, that's a lot of man-at-arms, and for some reason, these don't really care about them. Interesting. Although it's effective, right? Single archer draws away 16 man-at-arms while they could fight at the base. Too bad they focus house.
Yeah, yeah. The Tara's probably blocking the archers there.
Okay.
It's not optimized to retreat from towers in field age. That's a unknown problem for my AI. But yeah. A tower like this, yeah, really shuts down my aggressive AI play.
SkyPanda is already researching Castle Age while Zebba is doing the same, and actually the timing is almost the same, so we are most likely going to see Longswordsman against Crossbowman, because yeah, this seems to be the only logical way to play it. Yeah, the Zebba's micro is really nice. They scatter, they run away most of the time and get the job done. So now we might see the clash of these two armies. So if the runaway DUC works, these archers should easily win, right? Although SkyPanda already researches squires, so these longswords should be faster and able to catch up with all these archers. And that's more or less what's going to happen right now. And right now, this unit has already 5 pierce armor, which is sick. I can't really compare this with other numbers, but if this crossbowman has 6 attack against 5 pierce armor, it's simply 1 damage. It's like using a skirmisher, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, I think longswordsmen are simply faster than crossbowmen. Is that correct?
Could be.
Like, I think it's the same speed or slightly faster.
Well said that Zebba should lure men-at-arms to the corner. Well, there's a corner for them.
Yeah, the military micro of SkyPanda is very, very basic. It basically just goes all-out attack or all-out retreat and defense with no DUC involved.
Okay, so now it's a 7 attack crossbowman against 5 armor, 5 pierce armor longswordsman. So he has to shoot 30 times in order to kill this longswordsman.
2 damage per is not that much.
And it
Probably
takes.
something like Scorpion would help here, but
Hey, hello, Kimberly again.
oh, it's looking rough.
Oh, actually, there's plenty of more crossbowmen, but I don't think they're going to last long.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate moment to embarrass me.
The swarm has begun.
Do you have some kind of script like, if I have 30 men-at-arms, don't be afraid of TC and just go attack it?
Yeah, actually there is a script for this. I don't remember exactly what the conditions are, but it's something along the lines of, if we have Castle Age upgrades, and we have more than just a few, then it's okay in the area, then it's okay to dive TCs, and otherwise run away from the TC.
That's cool. We've seen Kimberly's, Gilberto's dealing with castles if the numbers were high. So I guess 11 attack long swordsmen attacking simultaneously the town center is not a big deal for them, I guess.
Yeah, so basically, with with the Castle Age upgrades, it becomes a whole other unit, right? So diving TCs is not really a problem with all that Pierce armor. So so it probably doesn't even need to
Oh,
have any fancy code for that.
looks like it
We could
works
also
right
just
now.
say that, yeah,
And look at this. It's like a fast moving ram split into 20 units.
That thing is not gonna stand for long here.
Do you have any other TCs? Looks like not. So this might be the game actually.
Yep.
And here we have. I would say that was a really nice game anyway, because we've seen that Zebba is capable of doing some micro with his archers, and its echo is actually fine-tuned to have double production from archer ranges. But yeah, it's really hard to fight with 5 pierce armor longswordsman. Anyway,
That
yes,
that longswordsman play is a really nice strategy. It's really like a really all-in kind of strategy, I would say, maybe.
fine. Let's go, game 2. And SD said that it would be funny if winner of Duke of Arabia would have joined the POA somewhere. Well, I still don't know what I'm going to do with Autumn, Prince of Arabia. So who knows? We could, I don't know, grant win for those that take first 3 or 4 places in Duke of Arabia. Actually, never mind. Fireball reminded himself about SkyPanda. No, not SkyPanda. I don't know. Never mind. This time, never mind me. Okay, now that I have picked a different sieve for Zebba, which is Ethiopians, is it going to play any different?
It selects its strategy currently. It will select the strategy randomly.
Mm-hmm.
So either Rush, Archer Rush, or Scout Rush.
Okay. Um, uh, I haven't seen it because I didn't really pay attention, but do you announce what kind of strat we should expect, or is it hidden until it happens?
You can read it if you have selected the Zebba as the first AI. Like you can it chats its strategy, but you cannot see it if you're the other player.
Okay, so as far as I remember, like you said, only first player chats the messages we can read, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so we're not going to know that.
Yeah. Fortunately.
Okay, thing that happens to SkyPanda. Almost. That was so close. Why, if you are still there, SkyPanda, not SkyPanda, Night Panda, why did villagers go after berries if the boar was there?
so the as I said before, the modules for scouting and building are somewhat complete, but there's actually no module for controlling how when sheep is sent back to the TC. So if for the rare instances that SkyPanda won't find more than 4 sheep very quickly, it might end up without any sheep under the TC because 2 of the sheep are out scouting. Yeah,
Okay,
it's sort of just not finished, the code, you could say. But it's not a big problem because it will always have the berries, so it will still keep constant villager production, but it is a little bit ineffective, and it's just a temporary thing until actual sheep control is added. But I didn't want to spend time on that
I'm a
before I
little
could
bit
sort of
worried that what we can
use the
see,
eco.
I'm not sure if you have seen the red sheep, but I feel
Yeah.
like it's been DUC controlled by Panda. And although Zebba has captured that sheep, you still didn't remove it from your control group, SkyPanda, Night Panda. And as a result, red sheep went straight to your TC.
It shouldn't be able to. I can actually. I was just talking with Fireball about the same issue, which Shadow has earlier, but I am uncertain as to whether it's. I didn't see when the sheep was being taken over at first. How the oath. This is really ugly. Blocking the path with the
And it's
scout. That's
getting
dirty.
worse.
Well, that's funny actually.
And
The player is
again,
uncertain to what to do.
Fireball has called you hypocrite.
Well, I never said it couldn't happen, but it shouldn't happen at least. Finally, no more bills.
I
Thanks to
think
that
I
poor.
will let it slide because you got punished for this. But next time we'll think
Well,
about this.
actually, I'll take a look at the rec because I'm not completely sure if it actually is controlling the sheep. It shouldn't be able to. Um, give me a sec, and I will.
Actually, I could have run these games in public lobby, so all of you could watch it. I think if we do so, you could watch it with Capture maybe or not. Anyway, let me go back to the chat a little bit. Okay. So actually, Zebba has dealt some good damage. 2 or 3 villagers are dead. Mill is gone, and this house is probably going down as well. I don't really know where the scout is, because I didn't pay attention. It's probably dead.
Scout died to 2 militias of SkyPanda.
Okay. It's lucky that it focuses the stronger one. But the house is still out there. Yeah, Drash is really nice. This definitely delays SkyPanda a little bit, but I'm not sure how much, so let me see. Actually, it matters a lot for some reason. Oh, right, because berries were denied, so the food income was lower than intended. And as a result, we have 13-minute mark, and SkyPanda is still in Dark Age. So if Zebba keeps applying pressure, he could actually win this.
See? What's the follow-up? Can you show it on the base? What building Zebba is building right now?
Double archer range. So yeah, we have double archer production, and that's it for now, I guess. And actually, this might be deadly because SkyPanda is delayed, and if he gets his man-at-arms on the field, Zebba might already have like 5, 10, maybe even 15 archers. So yeah, it might get ugly for SkyPanda.
If you click the like the icon in the lower right corner twice, then you can see how far SkyPanda is
Lower right
to the next
corner.
stage without having to.
This one?
Right. Or actually, no, maybe not. If it isn't recorded game, then you can't. Never mind.
Okay. So yeah, we have 5 archers and double skirmisher. Also, I wonder if anyone has tried going Malians with Spearman Rush, because they would get attack bonus as well, right? It's Ethiopians. So let me swap to SkyPanda. But this should affect skirmisher line as well, because it's barracks units. Okay. So yeah, doing some good damage, avoiding militia line if possible. Yep, exactly as ST. Spearman rush. All in. And this single archer actually denies a lot of farms.
Yeah, it's looking rough.
But still,
That
the Malian
that
arms will tank a lot of archer volleys.
yeah, I think the only reason this could happen was that the scout was blocking the boar luring Bill's path, trying to go back to the CC every single time.
Yeah, it was lucky.
I'm not sure if this was intentional.
I think not. It was probably just a great positioning, lucky positioning rather, that the scout stood there. But the fact that the scout was attacking villages is due to the recent patch that the scout just does not scout anymore after doing some actions.
I had a tower.
What's the population of SkyPanda?
Let me see. It's 33 villagers and 5 military units.
Okay.
So yeah, Zebba is slowly snowballing. And this one got caught.
One got trapped.
It really is looking promising for Zebba. And let me swap to his point of view so I can see if... Actually, he's doing a good job going to the castle age as well. So it's quite funny, I would say, because this is what usually Rehoboam does, right? And now SkyPanda is getting killed by archers. Although we know that the most important part was the rush and the lucky block around the mill berries.
Yeah, I think Rehoboam lost like 4 bills to that alone and got
Yeah,
its feudal age time delayed by like 3 or 4 minutes. But it looks like it's still gonna get to Castle Age at least, SkyPanda here.
this is Malians, so yeah, he's going for it.
But I'm not sure it will have an army once it reaches Castle Age.
Yeah, at this rate, and
Unfortunately, it's not. It's meant to build the tower in early feudal age, but if the feudal age is severely delayed, then it might not build the tower at all, it seems.
looks like it's sold all its stone, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it will sell its stone later in feudal,
Okay.
if it hasn't built a tower yet.
So Leif is asking about pop difference. It's 38 for SkyPanda and 63 for Zebba. 50 villagers versus 34. So 15 will difference already. But let me see because I missed that. Yes, Zebba is also going for Castle Age and he is actually ahead. So once the... wait a second. Okay, nothing. So yeah, Zebba has reached Castle Edge, and let me see if he's going for Bodkin arrow and crossbowman. So +2 attack and +2 range versus 1 pierce armor. And for some reason, Zebba already has pikemen.
Because it's Ethiopians, they get the pikeman upgrade.
Oh, right. It's Malians, not Ethiopians, so let me see. Oh, right, pikeman upgrade 3. Well, SkyPanda would be able to produce men-at-arms or longswordsmen if he had resources, but at this point he is slowly getting denied half of his food, actually. So yeah, it doesn't look good for SkyPanda. But they really hate this lumber camp.
Yeah, true. I don't really know what it causes, why it is attacking the lumber camp, what it is causing. To prefer that.
Well, that's quite a lot of crossbows. Let me see what kind of resources SkyPanda has. Well, doesn't look good. So yeah, he has 5 armor now, but against this many crossbowmen, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, he can't really get any units out because all his farmers are getting killed.
Yeah. Is the Siege Workshop a form to counter them, or is it default building?
It's default.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
SkyPanda, the Panda tutorial I, which SkyPanda is based
Based
on, is only like 1500 lines of code. It's really simple and
that's a really short
it
one.
has like one. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I think you can call this one
Well,
without me protesting.
well done, Zebba. We have a game.
Nice. GG.
And yes, Zebba had Bodkin arrow.
So Zebba, the big question here: does Zebba go for the 2 TC boom in feudal?
It depends. Sometimes it can do it, but I think in practice or in my test games, it usually turns out to be worse than beneficial in the end,
Yeah.
because it just takes up so much food for Castle Age, and then usually it loses to a faster Castle Age from the opponent.
Yeah.
As 2TC
Yeah,
humans, you'd have to use walls, right? Because you are actually booming right away. You have not much army, or am I wrong?
Yeah,
I think
could use.
for AIs you would probably have to tower up, right?
Okay.
To actually survive with no army in the early feudal and Castle Age.
Yep, sure. But then you have to take stone.
Yeah.
The only benefit is the fact that the second town center is a defensive building as well, right? So you can keep pumping up villagers, and even if enemy attacks this TC and you garrison it, you still have villagers on the other TC. So that's the benefit. But yeah,
As you
yes.
saw in the first game, TCs don't matter much for SkyPanda's long swords.
Right, that's a good point.
Yeah, they're shooting wet noodles at that point.
Yeah, true.
So as you noticed that the next opponent is 105, so it's going to be interesting if Zebba manages to win this one as well and actually defeat two AIs of SkyPanda of Night Panda in a row. But on the other hand, if Zebba doesn't win second game, Night Panda is going to fight his own AI, which
Yeah.
is funny, silly, interesting. At least you won't lose, right?
I have I have a pretty good idea of how that matchup would go. I have I have tested them against each other.
Either way, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's follow this ship because if it gets captured and goes back to the SkyPanda TC, we know something is wrong.
Yeah, I just checked the code, and I think it's the same thing happens as with Shadow, that it doesn't do a check for the scouting sheep as to whether they have changed player color. Um, so the easiest thing is probably just to like I'll figure out what it's probably just to add a single line, and I will just like send you what that line is so you can do it. So like I won't be able to change anything in the script you're using, if that makes sense.
Okay, if that will work, I can surely do this.
Yeah. And I think something similar probably for Shadow. I think it's a very rare thing. I haven't seen it in any of my test games, but it's certainly possible. When you use DLC to save IDs of certain units for scouting,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's a lot of times that you might forget to do a check of whether those units are still in your control.
Could you tell us about what's going on over there?
Yeah.
Because the scout seems to be willing to attack, but he changes his mind in the last second.
I can't explain its behavior. It also popped up at that recent patch where they introduced the
Okay.
infantry. I don't know
Maybe
what is it.
performance anxiety, maybe?
Could be, but it's also happening on my computer and also on Randy's.
I just changed my computer, so I think my performance is okay.
It will stop doing that in Field Age. Probably because maybe the attack speed is higher. That's at least my assumption.
Do they get faster attack speed with age up, or is it just speed, movement speed?
Could be as well, yeah.
We can even hear the swing. Although it looks like there are two bits of code that give two different orders because he wants to attack and something seems to be denying it. Because from what I remember, melee units have, I mean, they attack right away. They don't have attack time like archers and so on. They instantly attack. They don't need animation to be finished to attack. But if Feudal Age fixes it, then we're good. So yeah, this time we didn't have Drush, so... Oh, that's interesting.
Zebba is up a bit late this time.
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah, sure.
do fast castle builds?
Depends on how many villages does Zebba have at the moment.
Zebba has 22 villagers.
Okay, so something. So probably most likely some food shortage.
Let me see.
Maybe it missed
Yeah,
sheep.
it's like
Or
4 bills behind. Something
yeah,
bad must have happened.
Was your
yeah. There's
scouts... Okay, we have 2 sheep over there.
on the
And
top side 2 sheep there.
one question, is Zebba scout supposed to push deer?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Something I want to implement in the future, but yeah.
Okay, berries were found. So these 2 sheep are the only thing that didn't work, I guess. And for some reason, they stop getting food when it's not really
It's most
collected.
likely for scrapping food.
Oh, okay.
Probably because for villager production. Yeah, that's a bit weird for if you go for long distance hunt, but like currently I don't have a better option. I will just have to add deer pushing to stop this from happening.
I think my AI does the same thing actually. It chooses all the units from group 1, which are meant to be getting food, and then orders them to drop food. So if I would have a villager over there, he would have to go back. So yeah, I understand that. Waddle said that we actually might have an attack delay of melee units. So yeah, I don't know right now. I always thought they attack right away. They have no attack animation. I mean, the attack animation happens, but the damage is dealt right the moment they start to attack. I mean, a scout is already... he was active, but this is all that's left after him. So yeah, Zebba is getting actually quite a number of archers. And in the meantime, Panda has quite a number of men-at-arms as well. So yeah, actually double the number of archers, more or less. Even though it produces from a single barracks. But from what I remember, the training time for militia line is 21 seconds, while recruiting an archer takes 35 seconds, so it's like 30-40% faster. This is going to be a nice battle.
Score difference is quite huge.
And we have second TC.
Not sure.
I think the score difference is partly a reason of scouting. I can turn it off right now. And let's swap to Zebba. Yeah, he didn't scout that much. While SkyPanda is almost 100% scouted.
Okay.
But yeah, with this second TC, Zebba might get some points back. But no, I don't know. Maybe they will chop wood and build farms later. Because right now only one TC can keep up with production. Although you might need more houses. Because right now archer ranges take a lot of pop space. And TCs can't really produce villagers.
Yeah, that's something not optimized as 2 TCs.
These guys are eager to fight, they can't really stop.
I'm not sure what they're doing.
Warming up.
I think it's just the, like, either they attack or they retreat, so they're trying to reach their retreat destination probably.
It looks like they are given an order every script pass, because even those are moving.
I think SkyPanda just clicked up. You could see all its villagers forced dropping food there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you're going for a castle age. So if Zebba doesn't attack early, he might be in trouble. Although he might get... No, he is nowhere close to the castle age. So yeah, these are going to deal 1 damage. Although TCs might help if you decide to move forward. This is one of those moments when we wait one and this is deciding battle actually. And just a reminder, this is third game. We have a score of 1-1. So whoever wins this one is going to advance. Whoever loses is going to the lower bracket. The loser's bracket, yeah. So yeah, you guys better do a good job. So let me check pop numbers, villager numbers. It's 46 for Zebba and 48 for SkyPanda, so the numbers are almost there, almost even. And from now on, actually, they are going to be better for Zebba, but I don't think how long, because I didn't really pay attention how many TCs can SkyPanda create. But this might be the game-winning move.
There's a very simple answer to that question, and that is 0.
I like
You
simple
know,
answers.
stone are used for 2 things in this world: building towers or getting more gold, which can be turned into more military, of course.
Okay, we are going to have a decent battle over there.
SkyPanda laughs in the face of TCs.
Clearly. He has 45 or even more long swordsmen. I don't think Zebba might be able to stop this.
No, it's not gonna happen.
ST says that game is going to end in 1 minute. And I think he might be right. Because out of those 45 men-at-arms or long swordsmen I had selected, only 5 died so far. And look at this. They don't even care about town center, they go for houses.
Yeah, they eat them for breakfast.
And they say it's Celts that eat the ECs.
Malian ETC.
Okay, they decided to switch town centers. Let me check villager numbers again. So it's 57 for SkyPanda and 30 for Zebba. And there we have it.
GG.
It was a really good game.
Indeed, I like that.
Yeah, game 2 became very interesting with that scout lame.
I'm
I
going.
wonder if we will see that more. Do you see scout lames in the future?